All right. Worldwide movement. Peace, love, respect. Big King Sadiq. Hollering at you one more again. We're going to conclude this. This is actually part 2 of changing perspective to see things better. All right. So again, folks, we simply must be spiritually mature enough. We have to be mature both as individuals and collectively as a civilization, as a society, right? And we can no longer prefer the comfort of ignorance and remaining in the dark, of naivete, right? We can't enjoy that anymore. We can't afford to simply become distracted by the first thing that captures our attention, which just about every day we've got something in the palm of our hands that's taking our attention away quite nicely, quite effectively, very efficiently, right? Doesn't have to be a bad thing, right? Not at all. Technology is what we make it. Just like money, you know. I've never been a materialistic individual. But, you know, we have to, those of us who find ourselves struggling, distracted in the day-to-day rat race of trying to keep our heads above water and pay bills and whatnot, sometimes we can get caught up in that, right? A subconscious fear of success. And I say subconscious because we do not realize it on a conscious level. We get so used to complaining about our lack of things, right? And we get our eyes so focused on a better life that we view as so different, so far off, so far away, right? That we actually make it unattainable because of the way we view it, because of the perspective that we take, right? So just like I would say we need to change our perspective on that so that we can embrace success in every aspect of life, right? We also, again, as a civilization, need to change our perspective. We have to not cling to. That is if we're, you know, and again, this is about spiritual maturity. Not everybody is mature enough to move forward in this new paradigm. That's the truth. That is the truth. And it's not even a knock on them. We should not be placing judgment, right? Those of us who are ready to ascend, those of us who are ready, willing, and able to embrace a high vibrational frequency way of life, a brand new, beautiful paradigm, let's do it. Now, worldwide movement, baby. Yeah, peace, love, respect. You know I'm with that. But we should not be judging anyone or anything who simply can't do it. They're not mature enough. Right? It would be like getting angry at you know, at 3-year-olds for not wanting to share the toys or some, some aspect of their behavior we would feel we have to correct as the parents or those looking over them, right? Those who feel they're so much more mature. It's the same thing. There are those of us walking on the planet right now who are most certainly mature enough, ready, willing, and able to embrace a new high vibrational frequency paradigm. And then there are those who are not and are not going to be in this lifetime. That's the truth. Those folks will not make the shift. That's the truth. But it's not the doom and gloom scenario that they're framing in our minds, that some are framing in our minds. It's not about heaven or hell, right? It's about where you're at right now. It's about what your spiritual maturity is. And if you need to live a few more lifetimes in order to get more mature enough to ascend to a higher state of existence, right? A better, higher vibrational frequency paradigm of peace, love, respect, baby. If you are not mature enough to do that, then you just gotta live some more lifetimes and you'll get it. And when you do, those of us who have ascended ahead of you will celebrate with you like we were right there at your birthday party planning it all along, right? That's what this process is about. We got to get these thoughts out of our mind that we are trained to embrace, right? These thoughts of vengeance and, he's a jealous God and all this other stuff. Hey, listen, man. Come on now. The Creator did not create us, give us free will, and then decide to punish us for using it. Doesn't make sense, right? It simply does not make sense. We have free will because it is up to us to go out in our lives, make choices, and grow spiritually and mature spiritually as a result of the choices that we have made. That's what life is about. It's about the collage of experiences that give us the opportunity to mature spiritually. That's what it's about. So those folks who are not ready to ascend, don't judge them. Their actions, the things they do, yes, condemn that. Judge that. Omit that. Get rid of that. Let's change that. Let's stop that. All those negative, low vibrational things that I talked about earlier. We have to be mature enough, those of us who are ready to move forward, to eradicate, to get completely out of our behavior patterns, right? Our new society, our new civilization, where human beings are going, not where we've been. The past is the past. We can't change the past. Let's not focus as much on it. The only value in the past are the lessons that we should learn from the choices we've made. Not from repeating or regurgitating, should I say, the events. The events don't matter. It's the lessons that you should be learning from the choices that have been made, right? That's what we can apply. That's what we can use to mature more spiritually. That's what's useful to us. So again, let's close this out and recognizing that, one, this is an opportunity. Those who are mature enough, this is it. This is it. This is the most exciting time to be living on this planet. For those who are mature enough, we find ourselves on the precipice of moving into such a beautiful new paradigm on this planet. And I say this all the time. I feel like in ways that are ineffectively describing what I'm talking about. Imagine waking up tomorrow with no more racism, with no more perceived separation between the sexes, between the ages, between the races, between anything that has separated us, between economic or social classes. All of the mechanisms of separation that have been put in place by the socio-economic elite individuals, the low vibrational frequency folks who unfortunately we have empowered to be in charge, right? All of that gone. And all of us waking up the next day with a beautiful acceptance of one another, of this planet, of its inhabitants, of all that comes with our beautiful lives. An appreciation that allows us to take a great, incredible, beautiful leap in our evolution. You know, they talk somewhat about it on an episode, I believe, of Star Trek, right? And it's interesting because they talked about it as part of their history, right? Because again, we're talking about, you know, Star Trek's setting being in the future, right? So they spoke about, yes, at one time we were warlike on our planet. We had great pain and suffering on our planet, but we grew and we matured out of that. And that people may still disagree on things or concepts or whatever it may be, but they no longer kill each other over it, right? Think about that. Just that small step in civilization, folks. There is no disagreement that justifies us to taking each other's lives. That is not civilized, period. It's not. It's not. We have the ability and the potential to exist, to thrive in a paradigm on this planet, the likes of which has never been seen. At least not that we know of. We have an opportunity to take strides forward in achievements in all areas, right? Not just science and technology, the arts, right? Every aspect of our lives, we are standing literally on the peak, right? We are at the zenith of the mountain that we had to climb to be able to get to this opportunity to bring all this beautiful potential that we have had for so long, to realize it and to be the beautiful, expansive, amazing species that we can be, to be the fractals of our Creator that we are, right? Folks, we can do it. Many of us are doing it, much to the chagrin of those socioeconomic elite, low vibrational frequency folks that I spoke of earlier. So, in closing this up, if we are spiritually mature enough, or if we are ready, willing, and able to be spiritually mature enough to sever all of these lines of division, right? To be a civilization, a species that does not let these petty differences hold us back from shining the way that we can. If we're ready for that, it's here for us to have it, right? Just change your perspective when viewing all that's going on, all that's coming to light, and understand it's just part of the process. It's part of what we need to go through. It's part of what we need to uncover so that we can identify what we have to change about ourselves and our existence on this planet so that we can be so much better. Better. We have to change our perspective to see things better. Right? And those folks, again, who I spoke of, who just simply aren't ready yet, yeah, a lot of the things they have done and may do, right, with days remaining, may be ugly. Certainly low vibrational frequency, right? And when I talk about vibrational frequency, folks, check back on my other videos or know that I'm talking about states that human beings exist in, right? Showing up often in our mental or emotional states like fear, anger, envy. Those are low vibrational states. That's low vibing, right? Then you have enlightenment, love, willingness, right? Those are vibrational frequencies that are high vibrational, high vibing, right? High vibrational frequency states. So just to elaborate on that a little bit. But those folks who are stuck, vibing low, they're not going to make it. Again, they are not going to make it. But that just means they're not going to make it this lifetime. They will make it eventually, right? They will be mature enough eventually that they are able to exist in a high vibrational frequency resonance. They will make it eventually to a point where they are able to ascend, as we are on the precipice of doing now. And until then, like I said, separate them from their actions and behavior. Completely denounce their actions and behavior, right? Let's do away with all of that. But the beings that they are, cheer for them, root for them, pray for them, that eventually they ascend to where you are and go where you're headed, right? Be better, right? Part of maturity is that you are able to not say, I told you so, right? In a sarcastic manner, rather than, I'm here for you when you're ready, right? That's the difference, folks. That's what I'm talking about. That's maturity. Not I told you so, but you know what? I'm here for you when you're ready. And that's how it'll go, folks. That's just how it's going to go. Those of us who are ready to ascend shall ascend. And those who are not, we'll be waiting on you. It's going to be all right eventually. You might got a tough road ahead. I'm going to lie to you about that. but from a higher vibrational frequency state, a higher dimensional state, be rooting for you. We'll chime in and help as much as we can. We'll be rooting for you. Because we're ready. Ah! We ready, baby. Yeah, yes, indeed. Everybody who is able to embrace a high vibrational frequency resonance, get ready. Celebrate. Not, matter of fact, forget get ready. Celebrate now. Celebrate now. Because it's here. This beautiful, beautiful transition into the new paradigm. The new high vibrational frequency paradigm of peace, love, respect. We have it now. See? I love it. I love you all. Thank you. And just do it. Remember, you are an immortal, multi-dimensional being. And the more you wake up to that reality, the more you are able to change your perspective to suit. And when you do that, when you change your perspective, you can see things better. All right, worldwide movement, peace, love, respect. Big King Sadiq hollering at you.